Sure. How you doing, everybody? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce. So remember, stink bids save lives. Don't forget that. It's your buddy Uncle Bruce from
The
Stock
Intact
Markets
Insurance app is your
with Bruce, listening to an Intact commercial. Nice to have you here today from around the world. To my Canadian viewers, my fellow Canucks, happy Thanksgiving. It's a Thanksgiving Monday here in Canada, here in northern United States. The unofficial 52nd state. I don't know what we are. We are what we are. In the Great White North up here. Welcome, all of you. It's a holiday in Canada, but not for this guy. Not with the U.S. markets open. I am here covering the markets and watching with the rest of you the options business, cheering you on to make a lot of money writing options in the stock market. This is what it's all about. Nice to see you here. Thank you for all of you who are already hitting the thumbs up button to give the show a little momentum here before the market even opens. We hope to hit 200 today, as always, or more. I'd love to hit 250 thumbs ups today if that's possible. So hit that thumbs up button right now. Put this show on the map with those artificial intelligent computer systems that YouTube has. And let's build an audience even greater than we have. Thank you, everyone, for supporting this channel as subscribers, members, option class members, those of you who are watching my classes on my website, and of course, those of you who are having one-on-ones with yours truly from time to time. It's always good to visit with you individually on the air on a private setting. Sundays are the days that I do one-on-ones. And if you'd like to have a private session with me this coming Sunday, either at 10 in the morning 10 in the morning Eastern time, noon Eastern, or 2 in the afternoon Eastern, Sunday coming up, let me know and send me a private email to my email address, which is the link down below. And we'll try to squeeze you in for an appointment and block off that time for you. And we'll talk about whatever you want to cover with your account, your option writing techniques, some ideas, some tips, how to avoid making mistakes, changes in your life, the whole 9 yards, the whole kit and the caboodle, if that's doable. What is a caboodle? Anyway, kit and a caboodle. I have no idea. Is that from like a 1910 car or something like that? A kit and a caboodle? I don't know. These expressions, just like expressions like this one, stink bids save lives. That one right there. You got to know that. Thank you all for popping in. We've got a down dip this morning, but it's really wishy-washy. We're off 12 points on the Dow. We're off 5 3/4 on the S&P today, and we're down 34 points on the NASDAQ. It's a nothing burger at this point. Oil is off 34 cents. It's been sort of drifting along. The hype boys and girls, the hypers, are trying to hype up the price of oil any way they can. They're trying to hype it by saying we're going to have the coldest winter on record. There's huge shortages of supplies everywhere. We can't produce enough to meet the demand. It's just unbelievable. We owe a bunch of money to our generals and to our presidents and to our cabinet ministers and to all of our jailers and our secret police. We need bribe money. So come on, people, bid up the price of oil. And let's get going. That's not quite happening. The oil hypers are trying to get you to bid up the price of oil or accept a $120, $130 a barrel price for crude. That's what they want you to think. That there's just going to be a terrible winter. Oh, it's going to be awful. Okay, sure. Tell me, where is a lineup for a gallon of gas right now? Just tell me. Apart from every Costco store, where gas is the cheapest in town, where else would you line up for gasoline? If it's on sale, I can see a lineup. Other than that, I don't see a lineup anywhere on the globe. Anywhere in the world, I don't see a lineup for gasoline. There is no shortage of oil. We are drowning in the stuff. The demand for crude has fallen off the table, especially in China and other parts of Asia. Unsustainable prices we're at right now. These $92 a barrel prices, unsustainable. But the oil boys don't want you thinking that the OPEC people, you know what they did? They showed the Western world, they showed the G20 countries who they're there for, who they're when there's a war in Europe and there's high inflation and there's high interest rates and there's tough times out there, and the U.S. dollar is at very high levels, which makes it very difficult for the rest of the world to afford oil. The OPEC members got together and showed their poker hand. They opened up their poker hand to let you see what their cards are. And what did they do last week to support all of you folks out there that drive vehicles, that use their product? In other words, what did they show their customers whose money they use to build their skyscrapers and all of their other monuments to worship their whatever, and allow their countries to flourish the way they are, and suppress women's rights and make girls wear whatever, and the whole thing. All right, what did they do? They cut production. They said, we're going to cut production by 2 million barrels a day. It's a $90 a barrel price, and we're going to cut 2 million barrels off the production, and that way we can get it over 100 barrels, $100 a barrel again. Even though the U.S. dollar is at all-time highs, these guys are being paid in U.S. dollars right now. They're bribing their officials in their local currencies and are making a fortune, and they want to make more. They would like us to pay 120 to 130 bucks a barrel for the crude that we don't need, and saying thank you, the United States and Europe and all you other great countries for buying our product. We're now going to screw you by cutting production by 2 million barrels a day. And this way, our friends, the Russians, can get more money for their merchandise so they can buy more bullets to keep blowing the bejesus out of the Ukrainians. That's what we're going to do. That's whose side we're on. In case you didn't get it, in case you missed it, somehow didn't quite understand where their position was, we shook Biden's hand. That dipshit over there, he shook Biden's hand to say, "Oh yeah. Oh, don't let me wipe the blood off of Khashoggi's carcass here. Let me shake your hand. Nice to have you over here, but we're cutting production by 2 million barrels a day." That's whose side they're on. Okay. I say screw these guys. Say the hell with them. I say we should drive more efficient vehicles. I think we should go electric. I think we should go hybrid. I think we should just have more efficient everything, and say, up yours, buddy. Don't need to play your game anymore. We'll produce our own oil, which we have plenty of in the rest of the planet. We don't need just your stinking oil. And we'll help Venezuela get some oil online. If they are willing to make a few structural changes in how they suppress their millions of people, maybe we can help them get some of their oil online, like easily 2 million barrels a day there. We could keep negotiating with the Iranians, but really, maybe not. We could help the Iraqis get more oil online. Certainly help the Kuwaitis keep oil coming in a way. Although, OPEC, schmopec, do we really want to help them all that much? We'll help the Israelis and the Lebanese get their natural gas field up and running, that offshore in the Mediterranean Sea. We'll get that thing going to get natural gas into Europe, because these countries could use the cash flow. But really, are we going to really, have to help these OPEC guys by just keep buying their oil stupidly like we've been doing for, I don't know, since 73's embargo? I mean, I remember back in 73, 74, Americans, Canadians were shocked. Europeans were kind of shocked. But in North America, we were blown away by the fact that we don't make enough oil and gas in our two countries, Canada and the US, to be self-reliant. We were so addicted to the $2, $4 a barrel crude coming from overseas that we had just stopped investing in any big way in our own domestic area, in our own domestic lands, Texas, Oklahoma, Colorado, California, the Gulf Coast, off the Gulf Coast. I mean, Canada, my goodness, Alberta has the world's second largest supply of crude in the world. Nothing going on. It was a nothing burger in the 60s and 70s. We were so lazy that we were watching Detroit every year come out with bigger and bigger and bigger cars and more luxurious, heavier, bigger engines. It used to be 283 cubic inch V8 engines, and then the 300 cubic inch engines, the 305s. Then we came up with the 354 barrel engines, the V8 engines, then the 380 somethings, and then the 400 cubics and 450s. And eventually, I'm not sure we ever got the 500 cubic inches, but there were V8 engines that were absolute monsters coming out to move 6,000-pound sedans. And some of them had two doors. Some of these 24-foot long cars had two doors, not even four doors. We were terrible. We were our own worst enemy. And we got the Will Smith dope slap in 1973 when OPEC was created, and the Arab countries decided, you guys in the West love the Israelis, and we hate them. So since you're supporting them, we're against you, and so we're going to band together and just jack up the price of oil and really put it to you guys. And they did. And they really did put it to the Western world. The Western world, every factory, every house in the United States, Canada, almost every house, I mean, a huge number, were utilizing fuel, oil, to power our furnaces. Back in the day, back in the 50s and 60s, we got out of coal in the 30s and the 40s. We got into oil and natural gas and electric heat. And we were producing electricity from oil, using oil for our home heating, using oil for gasoline, and we were importing it, a bigger percentage every year from cheap sources, because if you got a sap that's willing to sell it to you at $2 a barrel, there's a buyer to buy it. And both parties were happy to do it. That's how it went until OPEC got together and decided they would lift their prices. The environmentalists are going, what can we say? We should have been cutting back in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, but we didn't because we were lazy. The only way we'll cut back is when it's too expensive to afford. And that's how it started. That's how we started getting leaner and meaner. But it took until the 1978, 79 model year for Detroit to actually produce cars that were smaller than the version before. The Chevrolet Impala and Capri and the Pontiac Parisienne and the Cadillacs that came out, they were finally smaller and lighter by the 1979, 80, 81 year. That's when they shrunk them. But all Detroit did, those lazy bastards, all they did was take these big cars and just make them tinier, but they're the same shape, the same everything, same features, the same lousy handling, terrible braking, god-awful vehicles on the road that have no reliability whatsoever, and they were getting shellacked by imports. And astute Americans and Canadians were buying Mercedeses, BMWs, Volkswagens, Audis. They were not buying these North American pieces of garbage. And the American auto industry almost disappeared off the face of the earth, except for government intervention, which is called socialism in the United States and Canada, to resurrect and save the domestic auto industry. That has happened multiple times since the 70s and 80s to keep the auto industry alive in North America, despite how god-awful they were and how they didn't deserve a dime of taxpayer money. Anyway, look at it today. Here we are, 2022, and everything is fine now. Everything's fine. There's no problems anymore. Everything's great. We have cars that are now better quality. We have Ford making some of the finest sedans ever designed, some of those beautiful family automobiles that are on the, what's that? What's that about Ford? What? They don't make cars anymore? No, Ford. No, what about the Galaxy 500 and the Comet and the Falcon? No, they don't. No. What about the Taurus? Wasn't that was a nice family car? No, they don't make that anymore. No, Ford doesn't make cars anymore. The only vehicle they produce as a car is the Mustang. which of course is the epitome of fuel economy and miserly use of gasoline. No, Ford makes SUVs and trucks. That's it. So that's that. GM is making all their money from cars, right? Like GM produce, because since Ford doesn't make cars, GM makes cars, and they make all the they don't know they make all their money from GMC trucks, pickup trucks, and SUVs. Oh, wow. Then there's good old Chrysler. You can always count on Lee Iacocca's. What? Lee Iacocca's dead? Oh, I didn't know he died. He would be what, 100 now? I didn't know that. Is that true? I don't even know. Well, but whoever bought Chrysler is making nothing but cars, right? No. Ram pickup trucks and big fat SUVs and Jeeps. Jeeps are those incredible 50-mile-an-hour vehicles, 50-mile-per-gallon vehicles that you can run for. No, you can't. No, so no, we don't do that. So actually, we got to. Don't we still have problems, I guess. Where do you go for a really high fuel efficient automobile? Toyota. You go to Toyota. You go to Nissan. You go to Volkswagen. You go to the imports to get high fuel efficient vehicles. I see. Oh, I didn't know. And if you want to get off gas, you go electric. Wow. Oh, all right. So let's go to the Ford dealer and buy a brand new electric vehicle. $40,000 loaded up with all the bells and whistles. On the base model, I'm sure, be $31,500. What? No, the pickup truck is what? The Ford pickup with all the bells and whistles will be $100,000 to $125,000. Who can afford that? I don't know. I don't understand it, but I want to save money driving an electric vehicle with a Ford logo on it because I want to be a loyal North American because they're made in Canada and they're made in the States, and this is good for the North American industry. They're not gonna produce vehicles that are that cheap. Oh, well, what about Teslas? I can buy a Tesla. Yes, I can put an order for a Model 3 sedan. And the Model Y, the SUV version, yeah. And a truck is coming that looks like a triangle. Wow. Well, they're producing 20 million of those, right? Because that's taking over no, they're producing 1 million something thousand a year. So we're still driving gasoline cars, it would appear, and diesels, and not that many cars either. That's true, yeah. We haven't solved that problem yet. 2022, mankind at its finest, with all the brain power, all the engineering, all the history, all the knowledge, all the experience, the know-how. We want F-150 pickup trucks, extended cabs. That's what we want. That's what the government, that's what the public wants to get. And it's not yet changing over. I will note that in Canada here, in Calgary, there are a ton of 4-cylinder SUVs up here, a ton of them. They are 4-wheel drive. They have 200 plus horsepower in each engine. They're very powerful. They're quick, but that is the normal. That is the regular normal around here. Minivans, they have a small fraction of the business. Lots of Teslas in Calgary, by the way. This is an oil town. This city here lives on royalties and money from oil and natural gas. But there's a lot of Teslas here, a ton, and it's a status symbol. It's like something to have. Yeah, we got gasoline burners all over the place, and there are a lot of people here in this town, this province, this country who love driving those big old pickup trucks. They love them. The 3/4 tons, all-wheel drives, the 1-ton dualies. Oh, yeah, baby. And then you got the young boys that used to drive in my day when I was 18, 16. We used to drive the Hemi Dodge Chargers and all those cars, the Roadrunners and all that. Now they're driving 1/4-ton, 1/2-ton pickups with the truck pipes going up behind the cab for exhaust. And they make a ton of noise, and they love running around town, burning up the fuel and just giving her because they can find these jobs for 16, 18, $20 an hour all over the place. to allow them to fuel their truck $50 a day in gas and burn it off. It's wonderful. Because there's no alternative. They can't get an electric vehicle that looks like that and is double the speed and the torque yet. And so they're buying these, these cars and modifying them, these trucks. And that's what we have right now. So that's where we are in 2022. Congratulations to the human race. From 1972 to 1922, 50 years after the embargo started in 73, 74. And of course, when the embargo started at that time, it was Nixon who was in the White House, by the way, just so you know, it was a Republican in the White House. But the guy who got blamed for the energy crisis was Carter, who took over at 77 until 81, because he got elected in 76. He took office in 77. But it was Jimmy Carter that was blamed for all the U.S. Emissions problems and higher fuel standards and all that. But it was Nixon's term for the Republicans with Ford and Nixon that were allowing the Chrysler Imperial to come out with a 454 V8, 8 miles in the city, 12 on the highway per gallon. That was the American way. And that was the American way. Yeah, so things have somewhat changed, I suppose, but oh my gosh, what a world in which we have lived all that time. Look, demand for crude is off right now. China is definitely the issue. The OPEC kids over there were certain that the Chinese would buy every barrel they had. Now they're cutting back production to try to keep the price up, and the Chinese are going, we got Russians selling us oil at 35% off because Russia needs bullet money, cruise missile money and all that. We want to send missiles into Ukraine when they try to blow up our bridge. We got a deal. Anybody want to buy oil on the Black Sea? We got tankers over there where you bring your tanker to the Black Sea. We'll meet you with one of our tankers in the middle of the sea there, and then we'll have pumps pumping oil from one tanker to your tanker in the ocean in international type waters. And then you take the oil where you want it to go and everything's great. Well, Saudi Arabia is buying all the oil it can from the Russians at 35% off the world price. And they're taking it back to Saudi Arabia through the Suez Canal area. And they're delivering it to their port facilities where they're bringing it on shore. And they're delivering it to their electrical grid power plants, and they are burning Russian oil to produce electricity for Saudi needs, for the Saudi Arabian needs. Now, Saudi Arabia has always been burning its own oil to make electricity. They're drowning in this stuff. They have no need to improve the air quality of their electrical production. It's not like they're drowning in sunshine and can build massive solar arrays. They don't have anything like that down there. It's a desert. I mean, they need to bring oil to burn oil to make electricity. I mean, that's what's that? They do have a lot of sunshine, and they could. Okay, so they could do it, but they're not really trying to do it. So they're burning the Russian oil at 35% off the world price and selling their oil at world price to the Western world. And of course, that includes the non-Western China oil for American money. And it's a great business. If you can buy 1 million barrels a day from the Russians at 35% off, which is like $35 a barrel off, that's $35 million a day less than you need to. You're saving $35 million a day in costs times 30 days. That's $1 billion a month. That's $1 billion a month to your country, $12 billion a year that you're not paying for oil to burn electricity, to have the cheapest electrical prices on the planet. And then you could turn around and sell that 1 million barrels that you just bought from those guys to others for full price. You locked it in. You've got this subsidy coming from the Western world on top of all the oil you're exporting as it is. It's a wonderful system if you're a crown prince running an 80 million people or 48 million population. I don't even know what the population is of Saudi Arabia for sure. I thought it was 80 million. You can run that country with an iron fist and make sure that any journalist that criticizes you gets chopped up into tiny little pieces in your embassy, wherever your embassy is located. Convenient, and no Western power stops buying your oil because you can chop up journalists whenever you want to and hang anyone in your country for even thinking that maybe this isn't a good thing going on here. Uh, Impunity. It's wonderful. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want, and you're invited to these G20 sessions and these other world conferences, and you get to shake the hand of all these prime ministers and presidents and stuff. It's great. Why would you change your behavior when there are no consequences to how you do what you do? OPEC isn't going to become part of the Western Alliance. There's no money in the Western Alliance. We have to give deals to those guys. Where with the Russians, we can make deals with these guys, really good deals for us, because the Russians are as corrupt as we are. This is fantastic. Dictators dealing with dictators. This is good business. The hundreds of millions of innocent victims that are part of that, they don't matter. They're not. They don't have the rifles. We got the guys with the rifles, so it's all fine here. There's nothing to see here. Stop exaggerating about what you think is going on out there, people. It's all good. It's all good. How you doing? Happy Thanksgiving. Are you happy being where you are? Are you thankful where you're located as to where you could have been born? Are you thankful being, living where you are versus where you could be living? Are you thankful that I guess I'm thankful that I don't have children that are between 18 and 30 years of age living in Russia right now. I'm kind of happy about that. Trying to figure out how to keep my son from being drafted for that thing over there. I guess I'm thankful. Of course, if I were 28 years old right now, I'd be thankful that I'm not Russian. I'd be thankful for that. I guess I'd be thankful I'm not Ukrainian and having to fight on the land. I really don't want to have to do that either, but that's what's going on. Kind of, there's things to be thankful for, aren't there? It could be a lot worse. Kind of thankful I don't live in Hong Kong right now. They just started arresting teenagers. They're actually, as a matter of fact, they're not arresting teenagers. They've already done that. They're jailing teenagers now for having the gall to consider that there's a better life outside of China than in China. How dare you even think that being in the Western world is better than being here? You're going to jail. We have to send you to education centers to help you understand just how wonderful it is being Chinese. So we'll beat the crap out of you until you get the message, because that's how wonderful it is here. We help you make sure you understand how nice it is to be Chinese. I'm glad I'm not there. I'm glad I'm not at my age right now in Hong Kong, because as a senior and needing a pension to get by, and my kids and grandkids all under threat of arrest with this new security law, I'm glad I'm not there having to worry about that, because times aren't going to get better. I'm kind of grateful that I'm not, I don't have children that could be in the Chinese military that might be sent to fight for Taiwan's so-called liberation. Yeah, that's going to be awful. I guess I'm grateful I'm not Iranian, and I'm not in Iran, and I don't have kids working in Iran under contract with what's going on in there right now. I guess I could be grateful for that. You think about, you add it up and you go, well, where don't you want to be? And oh man, that's a long list, isn't it? Very long list of places you really don't want to be at all. And you really don't want to have friends and relatives in these places either. You really want to be kind of maybe where you are. Maybe that's a little better way to go. Anyway, welcome all to the show, and good to have. I hate to depress you on our wonderful Thanksgiving Monday here in Canada, but there's certain things out there happening in certain places that aren't necessarily too good. Yes. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, all of you, for being here this morning. We're up 57 on the Dow right now, little rally. We're up 3.5 on S&P. We're down 6 on NASDAQ. Crude down 12 cents. U.S. semiconductor stocks are tumbling after the U.S. announces new chip restrictions to China. So there is a war going on between the U.S. and China. It's a trade war, and it is disintegrating. It's getting worse. That is not necessarily the path you want to be on, but that's the path we are on, and I don't see that ending anytime soon. No matter who the administration is, I don't see this ending anytime soon. Anyway, what can I say? What else is going on? Wing Commander is asking me a question here. Uncle Bruce, earlier this year you were saying to write into strength. Now we're looking to always hold a position. Is this a bear market versus a bull sideways market thing? Call it what you want. But right now you've got to be holding call options. You've got to have written call options against whatever positions you have, because it's the smart thing to do. The upside potential of the market is non-existent to any great extent. There will be days we have up days. Yeah. We might have 2 or 3 up days in a row. Yeah. Like last week, Monday, Tuesday, went up 1,500 points on the Dow. But then we had 3 down days, and they were pretty heavy, and we gave almost all of that back. The earnings coming out are not going to be good. They're not going to be positive. I heard this morning, I don't know if you know this, but Target has announced that we have Black Friday sales on right now. What? It's October the 10th. Black Friday starts on Black Friday, the Friday during the Thanksgiving long weekend. That's Black Friday. But you notice what Amazon is doing right now? They have a Prime celebration going, a Prime deal, a second one. They had one in July, didn't they? Now they got another one in October. This is called the race to the bottom. We're into the race to the bottom now from retailers. This is the beginning of some really bad numbers coming out from retail. This is how it starts. You have one retailer offering deals to try to gain market share from other retailers, not to lose market share. Then you have another retailer counteracting that with their own deals. And they try to out-promote the other guy by getting you to pay attention to their stuff. So Target is saying, don't worry about going online and not finding what you want. Come on into our store and see for yourself. There's stuff in the store right now on deep, deep discount. You can take it home with you right this minute. You don't have to worry about having it shipped in 3 or 4 days, maybe arriving broken, maybe having a back order come in an hour from now after you place it online. Come on in here and enjoy. We have a Starbucks here. Get a coffee, walk around our store, and figure what you want. We got Black Friday deals all through now to Christmas already. Get ready for an ad campaign coming from Walmart. Get ready for an ad campaign from everybody else. Get ready when you go into your local Costco store to see a whole bunch of instant rebates on a whole bunch of products earlier than you can imagine. Because Costco is saying to their suppliers, hey, guys, look, we have these Costco locations, and we have millions of customers walking into our stores worldwide every day. We're a high volume mover of merchandise. We'd love to give you positioning at the end of the aisle where those people with the shopping carts will glance at your price. If you put a rebate on your stuff right off the get-go, you're going to get top positioning and get top volume. We can help you move stuff. Now, there are folks out there with T-shirts and sweatshirts and sweatpants and hoodies that are drowning in merchandise because they ordered it and it finally came in, and they were trying to anticipate the wave of activity and new business that would happen because of the end of COVID, which, by the way, is not over. And Costco's going, hey, you could try to sell to Kmart. You could try to sell to Target. You could try to sell to all these other stores. But I'll tell you something right now. We have loading docks at the back of each one of our Costco stores, and we have kids with forklifts that can unload pallets of your merchandise, and we can stock each store with pallets of your stuff. And we're happy to have a pallet every 5 hours of your clothing put on that counter there. and we'll move through volumes if you're willing to make a deal. And if you're not going to do it, someone else will. And there is the game that we're going to see happening. For you as consumers, you couldn't have asked for a better time to be able to buy stuff. Of course, the problem is you need to pay your mortgage first, which of course is going up dramatically in cost. You need to pay your car loans if you have those, which if you're getting a new truck, it's going to cost you a lot more money in payments than before. So that might crimp your style. You're going to fill your tank with gas because you didn't buy a hybrid or a 6-cylinder truck or a 4-cylinder SUV. You bought the big, heavy, you know what? You're going to pay $150 a tank for your gas because you just want to be the way it was. Got it? You don't have money for this stuff. That's the reality. You're going to McDonald's with your kids, and used to run $16.99 for mom and dad and 2 kids to have a dinner, those Happy Meals and stuff. Now it's $24.99, and you're going, what? You're going to IHOP, and it used to run you $28. Now it's $38 plus tip. What? You're going to Denny's, and used to get the Cobb salad and the whatever, and a beer maybe, and the kids got their little meals, and it came in at $33.50, and it's now $49.40. What? Yeah, these little surprises are happening every day across Canada, USA. And in North America, we're going, what? And we go to Costco and go $6 off. I couldn't care less of a $6 off. We need eggs, butter, milk, cream, some veggies here, and we got to buy chicken fingers in those gigantic 5-pound bags. We are looking at bulk purchases for cheap, and I haven't got money for luxuries right now. That is the reality. And Costco is saying to the suppliers, you got to give us rebates because otherwise we can't give you the shelf space. Their suppliers are going, we can give you rebates as long as you lift the retail price by $5 a pair for those pants. We'll give $5 off. How about that deal? You take some pain, we take some pain. And this game is continuing. It's the race to the bottom to get deals out the door. And at the end of the day, the target people are losing margins because they're giving up deals. You can't make a $50 profit on something you sell for $45, number one. You can't make a $20 profit if the item you're selling is retailing for $24.99, because you can't get that product for $4.99 and keep $20 for yourself. It's not going to happen. So the margins are slimming out. As powerful as Costco is to say, we'll buy 1 million pair of those sweatpants off you, give us a deal. Oh, sure, we'll give you a deal, but we'll give you 5% off. I mean, we're already giving you the deal of a lifetime because you are Costco as it is. What are we going to give you now? Super Costco pricing? How are we going to do that? Because we can produce less. We producers will produce less of those sweatpants if you don't want as many, and if you're not prepared to pay the price that we have to pay to get this stuff done, get it made. And so down the chain go the cost increases. And over to you, you get into the Costco store, see those pair of pants that used to be $12.99 regular price. Now they're $19.99 with a $3 rebate. You're going $16.99. I'm paying $4 more for these pants. That's 20% more, 30% more than I used to pay. And this is on sale. Really? That's what's happening out there. The slowdown is on. Anyway, what can I say? I don't want to be Mr. Bad News. I'm just saying it is what it is, what it is. Look, you want to write into strength. Yes, you do. Look, this market wants to go up this morning. Great. Fabulous. We love up markets to start the week. We don't mind one bit. If you've got calls written on GameStop for 26 and the stock right now is 25.35, this stock wants to go to 27.35 today, fine. That would be just delicious because you'll buy back your 26s and you'll write 27s, or you'll buy back your 26s and write 28s. You'll just write them for a few weeks further down the road, and you'll take the same premium for those new contracts for what these contracts you have now will cost you to buy back, and you've just moved up your strike price by $1 or $2. You're a very happy and accommodating option writer because you're the casino. You're going to set the odds for what the gamblers want to play the odds on. You're like a bookie. They want to bet the long shots. You're going to let them bet the long shots. That's what you're there for. You're there to take their money and hold it for them while they watch the results of the race, and then give them back some of that money, because there's obviously a fee to you to do what you've been doing. When you write a contract, you should be rewarded for writing the contract. That's how this game works. Now, if the shares don't go up to $2 today at all, or just sit here 25.45 to $26, they don't go anywhere, then the contracts you've written will just shrink out, and you'll win that direction. You're going to win either way. It's a question of whether you're going to win quick with a dip on the market, or whether you're going to win reasonably quick with flat line trading, or whether you're going to win by going with the flow of the stock, rolling higher. When the stock goes up, you roll higher, and the stock dips back, you buy them back and write lower. The stock comes back up, you roll up and roll higher. You're very accommodating. This is your job as an option writer. And that's why you get paid the big bucks around here. Some of you folks have noticed, absolutely have noticed something, but I don't know if you appreciate it. A lot of you have told me that you've made money writing options, and I go, yes. And then you tell me, oh, I made $800 this week, or I made $400 this week, I made $2,100 this week. But what you might not have done, and you might not have thought to do, is in the last week or the last month, those of you who are writing options part-time, you still have a day job, or you're writing options full-time because you got rid of your day job, you might not have figured out how much per hour you're actually making, because you calculate how much you make when you make a trade. When you buy back some calls, you go, okay, I made $500 on these calls. Yes. But what you're not able to do yet, or haven't figured it out, or maybe from time to time you do, again, I'm trying to cover all my bases here, is to say to you folks, have you figured out how much money per hour you're making writing call options? Because, the market is open at, 9:30 Eastern time, and it closes at, 4 o'clock Eastern time, something like that. So how many hours is that a day? 6.5, 7 hours a day of your time, in theory. And then an hour before the market open, you're hanging out with me. Let's call that working. You're working. What if you work 8 hours a day managing your option portfolios? And that would be the max. Some of you, I bet you're working 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day, just on average. Some days you put in your 5-6 hours, other days you put in 15-20 minutes. But I bet you guys figure out on an hourly basis, some of you folks are going to be shocked, where you're going to say to yourself, well, I only made $1,000 this month writing options. I only made $1,000. So, but then you figured out the hours you put into it, and you're going, well, actually, I only worked 10 hours to do this, or 20 hours. If you work 20 hours for the month, you made $1,000, you made $50 an hour. Hello? If you're doing this on a weekly basis, you're making $1,000 a week writing options. That's like writing 10 options, making $1 on each of them. That's $1,000 a week. This is a nothing burger. We know this around here, those of you who've been here a while. But $1,000 a week, and you're working 20 hours a week to make $1,000 a week, you're making $50 an hour. Does your day job pay you $50 an hour? Can you find a day job working from home? Remember, where are you doing this? You got one of these. You're not even working from home. You could be working from a Starbucks. You could be working from a city park, walking your dog. You could be at the Costco store, picking up groceries for the family, watching this at the same time. But where are you making this kind of money? I know there are people here making $3,000-4,000 a week writing options that theoretically work 40 hours a week, but they don't. They know they don't. But if you call it 40 hours a week and you're making $4,000 a week doing it, you're making $100 an hour. Hello? This is capital gain money, so it's taxed at a capital gain rate. Now, wherever you live, country, state, city, province in Canada, Europe, wherever, your taxes are your taxes. You have to figure this out, okay? I don't know this stuff. I don't want to know this stuff. It is too boring for me to care. But I'm going to guess that many of you out there who make $100 an hour writing options are not paying income tax on that $100 an hour. You're paying a capital gains tax. And a lot of you have capital gains credits or income that's exempt from capital gains taxes for a while and so on. Yeah, this is a whole new world, isn't it? Congratulations to all of you. Some of you are making quite a bit more than $100 an hour now, being here doing this because you've learned through yours truly and the gang here over here, the lessons and my one-on-ones. You figured out, oh my God, Uncle Bruce, I'm making $15,000 a month writing options. There's only 20 days a month I can do this. I'm averaging $750 a day, average, to make $15,000 a month out of 20 days a month. That's how the math works. I'm not making this number up. This is just basic numbers. $750 a day, and I'm only working like 5 hours a day, kind of hanging around with you a little bit here and there. And that's $150 an hour American that I am making per hour from my home. Looking after the kids, not looking after the kids, working on the side for somebody else, doing a part-time gig over here, whatever. Welcome to 2022, where the winners hang out. That's right here. Yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff, isn't it? Those of you who've written your first ever contract, I love it. When I get you guys to say to me, Bruce, listen, I just wrote my first ever call option, and I sold it for $250, and I bought it back for $1.30, and I made $120 on this contract. It took 4 days. I wrote it on Monday, and then on Thursday I bought it back, and I made more than half the value of that thing. That thing's dropped more than half of its value, or roughly half its value, in 4 days. And you're sitting there going, I have enough in this market, I have enough money in the market here where I could theoretically arrange my portfolio in such a way that I could write 10 of these instead of one of these. When I get comfortable enough, I'm going to go up to 10 of these. And you're sitting there going, whoa, I could have made $1,200 in 4 days on this. Hey, even if I had worked 30 hours in those 4 days, that's $40 an hour. Hello. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is a pretty nice return for my time versus what I get paid for my time and effort right now for whom I'm working for, where it's all consuming. It's all stressful. These Zoom meetings are just a pain in the rump. The people I have to work with are idiots. They don't listen. They don't get it. They make mistakes. I have to fix everyone's errors. And I'm not appreciated. Wow, I'm doing this with this guy, Uncle Bruce, he's hardly got any hair on top of his head. He's homeless. He's in Calgary in some kind of an Airbnb somewhere. And I'm doing this on the side now. Sign me up, Chester. I'm in for more. Fun times. Anyway, everybody, thank you for being here. A lot of talk between everybody here talking about various stocks and various EVs, and I got you all riled up, didn't I? That's good. That's good. That's what I want to do. I got you all riled up. Welcome all. Nice to have you here. Nazareth, my day job pays me $75 an hour. I guess this comment isn't for me, unless of course you could make $150 an hour writing options or $200 an hour. Because what is the limit at your day job going to be? What's the most you're going to get from your employer working from home? Congratulations if you're getting $75 an hour from your employer. Way to go. But what if you can make $300 an hour writing options instead of $75 an hour working for somebody else? Maybe that interests you. Whatever it is, it's up to you guys. There's no limit as to how much you can make writing options. I mean, look at some of our viewers here who are writing 100 calls on SoFi. They're selling them for 28 cents and buying them for 10 cents and pulling in $1,800 in 2 days. 900 a day on SoFi for a 6-hour day, 150 an hour. What? Yeah, that's American money for you Canadians out there. Just so you know, 150 American hour is $500 Canadian. It's huge. Believe me when I say. Oh, we're having so much fun here. Welcome all to the channel. We have 9 minutes to go before we open for trading. We have 228 of you here who have nothing better to do with yourselves than to hang out with this old man who has a face for radio to talk about stock option writing and the markets today. I appreciate the fact that you're here with us today. It's great to have you. I hope you guys do very well today and all this week. I'm quite excited about how this market is working for so many of you here. We are up 125 on the Dow, 11 on S&P, 15 on NASDAQ. We're down 64 on oil. GameStop's down, I think, a dime, 25.25. Not much going on in the pre-market, really. Yeah, I wouldn't get too excited about some of these pre-market prices overall. There's a lot to really talk about here. We'll see when the market's open what's really going on. What is happening here? I'm just taking a look at some of these quotes and see if there's anything to get excited about. Apple's up 37 cents. That's a nothing burger. Goldman up $1.12. Cisco's up 25 cents. Tesla's up 65 cents. Arc Innovation up 19 cents. Microsoft down $1.46. Bed Bath Beyond is at $5.28 a share, down 15 cents. Can you imagine Bed Bath & Beyond having to compete with Target, where Target is announcing Black Friday prices now? Bed Bath Beyond, I mean, they're just in such trouble competing with these monsters. They're getting crushed. Pfizer is up 3 cents. HBQ is up 23. Carvana up 21. Twitter up 39 to 49.58. Google is up 21, and Amazon is up 48 cents. Yeehaw! Not a lot to what's going on here. We're just reading another headline here. 21 minutes ago came out. Americans are souring on the housing market. Home buyer sentiment hits lowest level since 2011, and mortgage rates reach 7% on mortgages. Okay. There's a word for that. It's called oops. Yes, that's the word oops. It's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. I guess it's good if you're a buyer, but it's not a good thing if you're a buyer, because even if you can get a price reduction on the house you're trying to buy, you still have to finance that house at the current rates. Unless you're a cash buyer, of course. If you're a cash buyer, way to go. But if you're not a cash buyer, which most of you are not going to be cash buyers, you guys are up against it here. To be able to afford another house. By the way, we got 134 thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. 6 minutes to go before we open. We have 134 thumbs ups here. We only need 66 more thumbs ups to get to 200. Our magic number every day is always our goal. 200 thumbs ups is what we look for. 134 are in here. Can you hit the thumbs up button for me, please? And let's get this close as possible to 200. So we can break through it during the show. Thank you all for supporting this channel with these thumbs ups. Come on, baby, bring them in. 136 are now sitting here, and I appreciate it. Let me know what number you are. I appreciate that. What can I say? Hey, do you use Al Jazeera for some of your news? No. What I do is on Friday afternoons, I get in my private jet, and I fly to Riyadh. And I hang out with the guys over there, and they tell me personally what's going on. And then I fly to Israel, and I talk to the guys over there. They give me the update. Then I fly to Moscow and see Putin and his kids. The kids, they get the latest over there. I go over to Kyiv and I check out what's happening with Zelensky. And I pop into Berlin because I love Berlin, and I do a quick hi, how are you? And then I come back home, and I give you the straight goods every Monday morning. And look how refreshed I am, because when you're in a private jet, at 40-something thousand feet, where the elevation is only 8,000 inside the cabin, you're going, almost 600-something miles an hour. It's fantastic. It's great. All good. So that's how I do it. I'm of that ilk, I guess. Nick, Rivian, bad news. It's dipping as well. They had a recall. Christina Uggers, why is there no 90-10 rule with puts? I just am not. I'm just not into the puts like I am the calls. You've noticed I hardly talk about puts. I really hardly talk about put contracts. I talk about writing call contracts. I try to keep you folks in a box as much as I can to stop you from getting out, because you're cats. You're like cats. You're hard to herd in. And I try to work with you to get you to perfect option writing from the call point of view, because that's what most of the gamblers are. The gamblers on the other side on the floor are call buyers. And I want you to take advantage of these people, because there are billions of dollars an hour coming into this market. And I want you to get your sliver of dollars. You folks out there, every one of you out there, are not yet making enough money writing options to be able to go, oh, my worries, my financial worries are over. None of you have gotten there yet. You're all rookies. You're all newbies in this option game. And it's difficult. It's hard for me to keep you from not looking elsewhere, because you get bored easily. You're all under this 8-second attention span virus. You all have it. And they tried to bring it into me since I was born in 55, and I'm resisting the 8-second virus, attention span virus. I'm just trying to keep you into the zone of where you can score the most. You can still make mistakes and make money. I'm trying to keep you into the area where it's the most forgiving for you new option, you new casino owners, brand new casino players. I'm really going that direction. And that's why I'm not promoting it heavily. I mention it, I talk about it, it's there. There's sometimes there's opportunities, but really right now, you don't want to get into cash secured puts. Why? Because we're going lower. You're going to get exercised. Why are you paying too much for contracts and stock? Why are you paying too much for stock? I understand. I get it. Oh, well, Bruce, I'm writing a cash secured put. I'm getting this money up front. I only have to pay this much for the stock. I heard this argument when people were writing $42 put contracts on GameStop. They were going, I get $2 cash. I have a $42 put contract. I only have to pay $40 for it. Congratulations, it's $25.27. Then I heard the same thing at $36. I wrote $36 cash secured puts. I got $250 for these. I only have to pay $33.50 for my GameStop shares if I get exercised. Congratulations, you got exercised. It's $25.27. Oh, Bruce, I just wrote $30 puts on GameStop. I'm doing great. I got a $3 premium. I don't have to pay $27 on GameStop. Congratulations, it's $25.27. How many would you like? Puts, guaranteed prices on cash secured puts don't guarantee you profits. They guarantee you a buy-in price. Yeah, sure. And when you get these, you go, oh, wow, this is such a buy. I love this. It's because the mentality that you've been brought up in, and this is not your fault. You're fine. You're good. Your people are wonderful. But you have this mindset that, well, if I can get a stock at 10% off, I'm stealing it. No, you're not. You're just paying 10% off the price. What if it goes down 30%? What if it goes down 60%? Because stocks do that. They do ugly things from time to time. But as a call option writer only, you can make money as a stock drops. You can make money as a stock appreciates. You can make money as a stock fluctuates. You can make it everywhere. And forget the put side. Write calls and bring in the depreciation. The gamblers are the ones who are supposed to be the risk takers, not you. I don't want you to be risk takers. I want you to be the very conservative, boring casino owners who run the fountains and hand out the free drinks and cash in every time. Because every day another plane load of saps comes landing and comes into the casino. Every 15 minutes another plane load of saps comes in Vegas to start gambling and gambling and gambling. You've got to take money from the gamblers, and you've got to become prolific at it. Some of you are and are getting there, but not enough of you yet. Why am I here? Trying to help you out. Bobby, the bells are ringing. Thank you, Bobby. Wing Commander, there we go. We're open for trading, kids. Another day of fun, 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 till daddy takes the T-bird away. Oh, my. We're here. What is this day going to bring us? Oh, we had that big drop off on Friday. We got a 121-point gain this morning. Did we get it all back? No, we didn't get it all back. Doesn't look like we're getting it all back. We're still down 23 cents on oil. What is going to happen here? Oh, my. So much fun. Good morning, everybody from Goody. Welcome, Boo, Uncle Bruce. If one is not satisfied with the cash secured puts, that is why you roll. Just like on this, I understand. I'm not arguing the validity of put contracts. I'm not. They have their place. But the contracts that can make you more money faster are call contracts. Call contracts have more players. Call contracts have tighter spreads. Call contracts have more depreciation, higher premiums. You can make more money as a newbie writing call options than you can with put options. Put options require more patience. They require more upfront capital. You got to have the full cash to write a secured put. With call options, you can buy deep in the money calls for a fraction of the price of the stock that you're writing against. You can multiply your option writing ability massively. And those of you who are trying to get away from your bloody boss, those people you don't want to work with anymore, you want to be independent. You want the ability to do what Uncle Bruce did with Anti-Gen this year. I went to Europe for 10 weeks and worked from there while I was on a holiday. What? Why don't you do that? You can do that. You can go for a 10-week holiday to Mexico. You can go to a 10-week holiday anywhere in the United States. If you're in the US, Canada, wherever you want, anywhere in the world. Can you just get internet? And will you stay awake during market hours? Wherever you are. You don't have to be at home to do this, to do option writing. You can be anywhere you want. You want freedom? I am offering you freedom. Freedom to travel anywhere in the world and keep writing options while you're doing it. In other words, you're not taking 2 weeks off and now hoping your boss pays you your holiday pay, which they should. You're not taking 2 weeks off from a waiter, bartender job where you're not getting tip money for 2 weeks. You are writing calls while on holiday, wherever you are. And if you're good at it, you're bringing in more money while on the road than you're spending. In other words, there's more money waiting for you when you get home than when you left home in the first place. And is this the ultimate freedom? Yes, it is. And welcome all to this world. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand here. That's why I want you to become a member of this channel. That's why I want you to become part of the family here. Become a member and comment with us. Take the classes, learn how it's done. There's 13 classes. You got to watch them all if you really are serious. And there are people here who are really serious, making serious money here. I've only been on the air since January of last year. January 2021. That's as long as I've been on live. Started talking about options and writing options probably in April, May. Probably about April, May. And June of 21, I started the classes. And here we are. We have got people here whose lives have been completely altered, completely changed forevermore, who are never going back ever again to that cubicle, to that grind, to the have to travel 2 days a week for various seminars and various operational meetings. And no, that's over. No, I am now self-employed, in charge of my schedule, in charge of my travel. And if I want to go to Hawaii for 2 weeks with my wife and my kids or not, we're empty nesters and we want to buy an RV and travel across America in an RV for the next 3 or 4 years, we can do that. And I can trade my options on the road, man. I will arrange that I do my driving on non-market days, non-market hours. And I go from campground to campground. I go from state to state. And I got this little machine right here. If we want to drive in our car and do the hotel thing and the resort thing, we'll do that. If we want to fly to various international countries, to various resorts and what have you, we'll do that. If I want to go to Germany and spend a month in Germany and France and Italy and do it on a rail pass, we'll do that. We can do whatever we want, wherever we want, anytime we want, any way we want, because I am making more money every day than I can spend. That is called economic success and complete freedom from the man. And that's what I think I can offer you here. I'm certain I'm offering it to you. I know I'm offering it to a number of people here because they are letting me know in no uncertain terms. It's exactly what's happened to us. It started slow. We wrote one contract here, one contract there. We tried 3 or 4 here. We bought back too soon. We weren't patient enough with our arms crossed. We forgot that. We're learning this. And now we're beginning to understand just how this works. It's incredible. On some days, I do 3, 4, 5 trades in one day. And then in some weeks, I only do one trade. I don't do anything for a whole week, but I'm watching it because I am watching the accumulation of wealth all week long. I'm watching the accumulation of wealth. And come Thursday, Fridays, I do my rollovers. And I'm cashing in, buddy. I'm cashing in all the time. Thank you, Uncle B. Thank you, the community. This community right here that is part of this channel, the members of this channel who help each other with their option ideas, with their thoughts, heads ups and news announcements, and you name it that's going on. It's absolutely fantastic. And I thank you all so much for being part of this family and being part of this channel. We're going on right now to members only commentary, because during the live market hours, we try to restrict the commentary to members only, because membership has its privileges. If you want to be a commentator here and be part of the group, love to have you. Please become a member of this channel. Join up. Become a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member for about $10 a month, or if you want to be a Gold Bagel member like one of these guys, that's about $25 a month. I think it'll pay you back many times over to be a Gold Bagel member on this channel, because you get to join me every morning before this show starts at 8:30 Eastern time. Every day we're on for a pre-market alert, and Wednesday night primetime live. It's as close as you're going to get to a private one-on-one session with me. Wednesday night prime time, 8 o'clock Eastern, only for Gold Bagel members live. Ask me anything you want about your option trades. We cover all kinds of stuff. It's fabulous, and we cover a lot of ground there. If you'd like to see me one-on-one privately, again, Sundays is when I'm available. 10 in the morning Eastern, noon Eastern, and 2 in the afternoon Eastern time. You can book a private one-on-one session with me. The link is down below. That's where you'll find my email address, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Send me a message and say, hey, Bruce, I'd like to have a one-on-one with you this weekend. Are you open at 2 o'clock? Are you available for the noon slot? Or I'm available at any of those slots. Which one can I have? We'll get you set up. We'll get you reserved in, and we'll have our one-on-one session, just us. And we'll go over where you're at, where you want to head, what you want to be doing, and we'll help you reach your goals and objectives. That's always a good time. I love one-on-ones. They are so productive. We cover so much stuff with these one-on-ones. For some of you, it's been the breakthrough. It's been the absolute breakthrough, because you're watching me all day long, or you watch me from time to time. You watch the rerun of these shows, and you're going, yeah, I kind of get it, but I don't quite get it. But then you get together with me for an hour. You gamble and throw $400 US on the table and say, I'm going to buy an hour of this guy's time. I want 45 years of experience, one-on-one, alone with this guy. I'm going to tell him my situation. I'm going to tell him what I think it is. I think this is how this works. What am I doing right or wrong? Help me understand it further. And then within about 20, 30 minutes, you're going, got it. I got, oh my God. I can't wait for Monday morning. And you're ready to roll. And welcome to the party, pal. It's a good time. It's a good time. Brian, GameStop, October 28th, strike. Let's see here. Hang on, let me just double check my machine here. I want to get that updated. October 28th strike, $26 strike bid, 190 offering a 222. This is looking like a good cover call to write. Should I look at writing an October 28th call option? A $26 call option. It's out of the money, 39 cents. Is this a good one to move out? Well, if you can get 221 for it, 219 for it, that would be an okay premium to take your hands off. Because if you can get 219 for that contract, you would be selling your stock in theory on being exercised for $28.19. It's trading at $25.80 right now. So if the stock went to $26.50 and you got exercise, surprise, you got exercise, you wouldn't care less. You're going, oh, great, it's $26.50 in the open market. I just got $28.19 because I get the $26 because because it's a $26 contract, and I get the $219. I get to keep that. It's in my account already. It's mine. On top of that $26, that's $28.19 a share for each 100 share contract I'm writing. Yeah, you can have my stock for $28.19. I'll buy it back for $26.50 the same day you take it off of me. Whoever's exercising it for 26 and why, you don't care. You don't care why they're exercising it. You're happy they're doing it. You'll buy the stock back for $26.50, and now you will write a $27 contract for October the 28th and try to bring in $219 again, because now you're offering your stock for $30.19. Yes. The shares don't go up through 26, or they get to 26.50 and then they back off to 26. And if by the time October 28th rolls around, the stock's at 26.50 on the last day of the contract, you're looking at that contract going, it's only worth 50 cents. That's all it's worth, because the stock's 50 cents in the money. That's all. That's it. You can buy them back for 51, 55 cents. You sold them for $219. Keep the change. Nice game. This is a nice game. I'm already out of PayPal, says Christina. I bought for $245 and sold for $299, 5 puts. Congratulations. Gonzo Cruiser, good morning, Bruce. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Nazareth, Uncle Bruce, do you take clothing requests for one-on-ones? If I bought and then sent you Flava Flav huge clock to wear as a necklace, would you do it? Or how much would that cost? I have no idea what a Flava Flav. What are you talking about? Are you putting some stimulants in your coffee this morning, Nazareth? What's going on over there? Hawkeye with a one-on-one. The one-on-one with Uncle Bruce made a massive difference in my understanding, says Hawkeye, and commitment and payoff. Right, we had a good session, didn't we? That went very well. What else is going on? Willie is saying, I bought GameStop $23 just before aping. Before the AP, I'm not sure. It was worth $8.23. Is it better to buy a put or sell a call? I bought GameStop 23 just before something. I'm not sure what this question means, Willie. You need to be a little more detailed. Did you buy the shares? Did you buy contracts? I don't understand what's going on here. Christina should have made a good profit. Nick, I closed 4,000 PayPal short, made $3,800, $35.80. Good, happy Thanksgiving, Uncle B. Great to go, Nick from Christina. Alberto, perfect. Nick, yep, 215 on Rivian. Bobby, yeah, boy. Nick, you are amazing. Thank you. Really, oops, meant to say AMC $23. And Hybrid Duncan, good morning. Golden Bagel members, internet was spotty in Southwest Florida. Oh, welcome, Duncan. I know it's been tough out there. I'm glad you're alive, buddy. Willie is saying, I meant to say a GameStop. So I bought, so you bought GameStop. You bought it? You bought GameStop at 23. You bought AMC. I'll get it yet. I'll figure it out. You bought AMC at $23 before the aping thing happened. And is it better to buy a put or sell a call? You're getting crushed on this. You're just getting crushed. What is it worth now? $9-10. If you can sell calls, sell calls. Try to get some of your money back. The stock is $634. Oh my God. The apes are $198. What are they now? $832. What were you doing buying this stuff? What were you doing? What are you thinking? Oh my God. Right 7s on the commons and right 2s on the prefs. I have no idea. I try to get some money out of this. I don't know. I'm almost tempted to just tell you to just dump this stuff and go elsewhere. This is not where you want to be at all. Unbelievable. Anyway. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Nick, I covered my CVS short, closed my Tesla covered call profit, $11,000. Nick, Willie, sell calls and average down if you want to hold. There you go. There's another idea. Where are we at right now? Let's talk about this market. We got the Dow up 123. Okay. We got the S&P right now showing a gain of 1 point. Wow. We're down 44 on NASDAQ. So we're not going anywhere. Oil down 22 cents. Now on Amazon, we're up 121 to 115.77. That's not recovering back to 120 very quickly, is it? Tesla down 26 cents right now, 222.82. The low of the day, 222. The high of 234. Yikes. So that's not going anywhere on Tesla. Twitter at 50.62 up 144. Apple's down 77 to 139.32. GameStop up 70 to 26.06. The high low on GameStop today. Let's see if I can get this to work on my big ass iPad. The low 25.20, the high 26.09. We're at 26.04 on GameStop. So I mean, if it wants to go higher, then write 27s, or write 26s for a bigger premium. Absolutely, if you can get them. Willie says thanks. You got it, Willie. I'm sorry to see you in there like that. That's terrible. What else is going on here? That was GameStop, 26.06. SoFi, 4.99.5, down 1.5 pennies. Rocket Lab, 4.33, down 2.5 cents. HPQ is unchanged to 25.04. We've got the weirdest thing going on my iPad today. I have it plugged in, and it's at 10% power. It's been plugged in for over an hour. Won't charge up. And it's saying to me, close. You want to close down? Because I can't charge up. You're plugged in. I just rechecked it. My big ass iPad is having troubles. It's a sad story, really. The tears are flowing everywhere. Okay, ME down 8. Matterport down 2.5. ATIP is down 2 cents to 103. ATIP. Okay. Smart Rent up 1.5. Spire down 1.5. Cyxtera up 0.5 penny. Bed Bath Beyond down a dime. Pfizer's up 8 cents. Boeing's up 5.06. Cisco is up 17 cents. Home Depot is down 2.12. Carvana down 47 cents. Robinhood down 6 cents. Vanik Vector's down 4.56 to 184. The chip space getting crushed. IBM is up 67 cents to 119.48. Microsoft down 2.97. Goldman Sachs up 2.42. Google is down 67 cents. Those are the Class C's, I believe, that I follow there. Meta Platforms up 170. Yeah, not great. Not incredibly great. Okay. Brian, GameStop's moving. Yay. Tesla got out of Tesla long, another profit, 10 grand. Vilba's just sold a GameStop 10.28.26 for 234. Extra stinky buy order already in. Nice going, Vilba. Nice going. And Nick's going, damn, I'm good. Willie, no, don't be sorry. I'm up 8.93. Rock and roll. The Hawkeye, good luck, Willie. Live to trade another day. Coyote, GameStop having a little old party here. Bobby, okay, my right was hit on HPQ. It can start going up now so I can roll before next Friday, laughing out loud. Bobby, DKNG, is that DraftKings is falling nicely still? May get to buy back today instead of Friday like I planned. Yay, excitement. Alex, this market is dribbling into its cornflakes right now. Welcome, Alex, from the UK. Great to have you here. I tell you that trip that Jen and I did for 10 weeks. We did the UK. We did the Netherlands, Amsterdam. We did Germany, from Dortmund to Hamburg to Berlin to Munich. We went to Vienna, Austria. Ended up in Switzerland for a whole month. That was a great trip, a really, really great trip. And Switzerland was an eye-opener. It's unbelievable there. Really enjoyed it. And we made it back to Canada safe and sound. Jen and I was working from hotel rooms, doing what I do here from there, just a different time zone, and enjoying the European experience. And we're getting ready for our next big adventure. Hopefully we'll be in the Palm Springs, Palm Desert area for December through the winter, and we'll keep you posted on that. And excited as all get up, looking to put some meet and greets together. Would like to do that as well. Got some thoughts on that I'm cooking up right now. We'll keep you posted when we can. Nick Morier, hey, Uncle Bruce, and everyone in the chat. I wrote an HOQ. Are you sure that was that on HPQ? I wrote an HPQ 27 for November the 18th. I got $1.38 for it last week. It's now going for about 65 cents. Now, do I put in a stink bid here and buy it back, or do I continue to cross my arms because of this profit that I've made on this HPQ contract. What are your thoughts? Well, the stock's at 25.39 today. It's up 78 cents, or I might be off on my phone here. You have to forgive me because my phone goes glitchy like you can't believe, and so I can't always believe it. So just let me see if I can get this quote up in another way. Let me do this over here. HPMQ. Thank you. I got it at 24.97 right now, down 8 cents. That's a little more accurate. Okay, 24.96 on HPQ. So you've written a where are we on this comment? We've written a 27 for November. What you could do, Nick, is you could buy this contract back for this price. And you could take a look at perhaps writing, where am I again? Here we are, 24.97. You could look at perhaps writing a 20, let me think a minute here, 24.96. I mean, you could look at writing a 25 for closer in, maybe for 1 or 2 weeks out instead of into November. So score this profit here on this longer term contract, and then come closer in time and bring your price down. Maybe take a look. I don't know if you can or not. Let me see here on these contracts. Can you write calls in 50-cent increments? Perhaps. Let's take a look here. Yeah, like for example, you could look at writing 2550 calls that expire October 28th. That's closer in time. Those are going for 75 to 119. I'd be trying to get 118 for those, if that's even possible. You could look at writing 25s for the same expiry date. Maybe you could try maybe getting 117 for those. In other words, bringing more cash in for a closer in contract in time at a slightly lower strike price. The stock's at 24.94 right now. 2550s for October 21s, they would give you about 81 cents if you can get it on the offer. Again, you'd be writing stink offers. Don't hit the bids. And if you're buying this contract back, put in a stink bid. Do not pay full retail price for this call. You've got to be a really picky buyer first. Let me take a look at this if I can get this to click. I'll try again here on my machine here. Here we go. You said you wrote, what was that contract you wrote? November 18. So back to here. Let me take a look at the November 18. Last I have 10 minutes ago. That was a 26, you said, or was it a 27? 27, 65 to 71. Yeah, if you can put in a bid at 66 and get those there, or maybe even put in a bid at 61, maybe do that instead. Because the stock's down 16 cents right now. This contract should be backing off, not going higher. Maybe put in a stink bid at 61 or 56 cents. If you get hit there and get them back, then look to write October contracts for maybe 25.50 range for more money. And that way you're buying these back for less, writing new contracts for more, shorter in on time, quicker depreciation and expiry. Might be the way to go. All right. Nick is shorting 2,000 tests right now, 225.77. They're 223.20. Way to go, Nick. Christina, Nick, I am doing puts on GameStop. Bobby, I'm quite interested in the Swiss Mountain stay if I'm going to be homeless one day. Oh, head to Zermatt and check that place out. Go to Expedia.com, type in Zermatt, Switzerland, and look at all the hotels. For hundreds of them for rent. Hundreds. I mean, just places to stay everywhere at Zermatt. A village of 25, 30,000 people with tourists, 5,000 residents, 25,000 tourists. A combination everywhere at every price range, but make sure you get one of these places that has a spa in the hotel. Pay more to get that, so that at the end of every day you get that hot tub experience, those hot pools, that spa relief. Find one with a steam room or a dry sauna. Pay more to get more. and right options from Zermatt. You'll like it. Willie, I bought a 23 put on AMC 1021 before aping. Just have to call Robinhood to sell it back. Okay, bought, sell. They do not allow rollouts on the app for this one since it had corporate action placed. Oh, okay. Alex, Nick, that was a great write. Well done there, buddy. Nick, Alex, thank you. Let's see. Nick, I'm out of all my shorts. I'm looking for more victims. Anybody working on Netflix? Let's see. Let's go. People are talking about what to do, telling Nick what to do in his short positions. Way to go. Puts are easy if you think it's going to go down, but buy at the money for 1 or 2 weeks out. There you go. Again, you have to be comfortable with what it is you're doing, and you have to be, you have to be trained up. You got to have experience. You got to start somewhere. Well, start with the classes that I've offered and kind of take it from there. It's your ticket into this business, and then you can write call options using pretend accounts with Fidelity and Ameritrade. They give you pretend money to try it with. Try those, see how it works for you, and then use real money. Try 1 at a time, 2 at a time, whatever. That's the way it goes. We're up 51 points on the Dow. We're not going anywhere here. Amazon is up 66 cents. Tesla up 129 to 224. Twitter up 117. Apple down 118. GameStop at 26.12. It's up 77 cents. The high today was 26.09 or something. It's now 26.12, I guess, is the high of the day. The low 25.21. The volume 528,000. That's like 107,000 shares. 100. Am I right? Yeah, 100. It's nothing. It's a nothing burger. I'm 127,000 shares. It's nothing. It's so little, I can't even calculate how little volume this is, considering that this stock split 4-1. It's up 89 cents on almost no volume. Sell into strength. Write calls on this stuff and take the money from the gamblers. Why not? Man. So much fun. Bobby Atkinson, I'll see you later at 3 o'clock, buddy. Nick, hit at 61 cents. Probably should have gone lower, but thanks for the money, Uncle B. Now write a new one right now. And absolutely come in closer and write a new one for more money. Try to bring in like $1.20, $1.25 something. Yeah, come on, baby. Bring in the cash. Welcome, Auntie Jen. How are you today? I'm alive. I'm well. I'm working on Canadian Thanksgiving Monday.
Exactly. Happy Thanksgiving
happy
to all our Canadian viewers.
Stink bits save lives, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, Canadians.
Get out there and have a little turkey.
Have some turkey. And stuffing and mashed potatoes and gravy. And
see, now there's another one. Is it dressing or is it stuffing?
Or both.
Or both.
Or is it dressing or stuff? I don't know. I'm not sure what to make of that.
I think stuffing is what actually goes in the bird.
I thought I heard the door knock.
I think you heard the child upstairs drop something.
Oh, okay. We were hearing sounds, and Jen knows what this is. There's a child upstairs playing with a toy, and it's dropping, and it sounds like a knock on the door.
Yeah.
Until the SWAT people come bursting in.
Until they come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hands up.
Yeah.
Oh my. Coyote is saying that GameStop is up today 89 cents.
Really?
Yeah. On 72 volume, because NFTs made $2.32 last week for the company. This is a dig.
Yes.
Okay, this is dig. 2602 is where we're sitting at right now. Lame duck. I am thumbs up 168, Bruce. You're only 32 thumbs ups away from 200. We have 169 thumbs up. We have Jen here, and I'm going to ask Jen to ask you to give me some thumbs ups. Jen, would you help out?
Oh,
we need 200.
Bruce he's in a deficit of thumbs up. Thumbs ups.
Got 170 of them. We need 30 more badly.
30 more. You can do 30 more. You got like another 45 minutes.
Help a guy out.
Help a guy out.
Help the guy out.
It's Thanksgiving.
It's Canadian Thanksgiving. Give this YouTuber some thumbs ups, you cheap people.
Go to the food bank. Give a thumbs up.
Go to the bank. Go to your ATM. Take out a whole bunch of money and then hand me a thumbs up. So wait a minute. They're free to hand out.
No, the food bank. I said not the bank.
Oh.
The food bank.
We got 176, so it's working.
There you go.
They're responding to you, Auntie Jen. 178 thumbs ups because Auntie Jen is begging on behalf of her husband.
There you
Give
go.
this poor sap some
Give this-
thumbs ups
Let him be your
so he'll
dog.
shut the hell up about it and leave you alone. 181 are here now, 19
Let
to
the
go.
boy be your dog.
Let the boy be your dog.
Chris
The Hurley He
Farley,
Boy.
Sandworth.
Jen and I used to enjoy watching the Hurley He Boy on Saturday Night Live.
I just want to be your dog. I
Chris
just wanna live in
Farley,
your house.
Chris Farley and
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. For the love of God, let the boy be your dog.
He's not hurting anybody.
He's not hurting
He
anybody.
just wants to live in your house.
He's supposed to live in your house. Let him live in your house. I'll behave, honest.
I'll sleep at the end of your bed.
I'll go play fetch.
Oh, we have
It's a
another
Hurley
lovely
He Boy.
sunrise coming in. It's going to be windy today.
Oh, is it? Yes.
70 kilometers this afternoon.
Oh.
You know why?
Oh, why?
Because I wanted to eat on the patio.
Yes, we were hoping to have our Thanksgiving dinner on the patio today
Yeah,
on this condo. It might not,
in
might not
70
happen.
kilometer winds.
It's not going to
I don't
happen.
think so.
No, I think we'll be eating inside at the counter.
Unless it's coming
Oh,
from the north.
Well, yeah, but then the dust in the air with our food.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on. It's chewable. It makes it crunchier. Everyone loves a crunchy
Have a
piece
little
of turkey.
dirt on it. Come on.
Yeah, don't be such a wuss.
Oh,
Come
Is
on.
anybody talking about my Steelers? This evening?
We are not mentioning the Steelers
Oh,
this morning.
goodness.
We're not bringing that topic up. That is something that is not needed to be discussed this morning on the air after all. Yikes. Is that what we're saying? I think
Yeah.
that's the word.
So what am I putting on
Yikes.
this big L?
Ooh, toasted bagel this morning. What should I have on my bagel this morning? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's a Monday. It's an exciting time. It's all good times.
Jelly.
I'm kind of thinking grape jelly, well
Monday.
toasted,
That's-
crunchy.
That's how the week starts. It's
Yeah,
jelly.
but a nice toasted, crunchy bagel with grape jelly on it to just
Mm,
make those. I want to get those sesame seeds crispy.
there you go.
Get them flavoring because when they're
It's
not
a
toasted
double
enough,
toast, you know.
when they're not toasted enough, they don't have any taste to them. But when they get toasted up, they have that
They got caramel.
sesame caramelization taste, and it's wonderful with
Okay,
the.
I'm on it.
It's happening. It's happening.
You're gonna make everybody hungry.
Oh, so happening. Nazareth is saying in a stupid market, half holiday means my options trades from Friday won't be processed till tomorrow. 32 grand just sitting doing nothing. Dude is saying, hey, Uncle Bruce, I wrote a 24 10 14 on GameStop for $1.40. This is looking good. Right on 2603, 2610 on the stock right now, not going anywhere. Way to go, dude. Whoops, I meant 25, says says dude. I meant 25. I'm guessing you wrote a $25 contract because you still haven't put a dollar sign in front of the 25. So I'm still guessing what you're doing. Can you tell I love NFTs? Says Gaudy. Alex, good afternoon. Hey, Gaudy, good to see you. You're salty as ever. Alberto, I'm headed to somewhere. Georgia, wish you all a boatload of moolah. Right on, Alberto. Thank you, buddy. Have a great trip. Gaudy, Alex, I wake up in a pile of salt each morning. JR, what's on the bagel front today? Do Canadians eat Vegemite or Nutella? Oh, no. Not this guy. Mirko, I'm number 177. Dude, okay, of course, I just gave you another thumbs up. Now, you got one from each account. You got two from me today. Right on. We are sitting right now on the thumbs up meter, 186 thumbs ups. We need 14 to go to get to the magic 200 number. That's all we need. 14 more, and I'll leave you alone. JR, Uncle Bruce, I've got some futures options that are close to 50% profit. They have 9 days till expiry. Would you cross arms or take the money and run? What are your thoughts? It depends on the value of the contract in dollars. Like if you sold a contract at 40 cents and they're sitting at 20 cents, then I would be taking my money and moving into 60 or 80 cent contracts for more money. If you wrote $20s and they're sitting at 60, 9 days to go, but theoretically you could write a call for a week further and get $1.40 for it, I'd make that move, because in the next week, the calls you have will only go down to 0, or maybe you'll buy them at 20 cents. You might make 40 more cents. Whereas these calls that you would write up here at 140 a week from now might be at 70, and that's a 70-cent gain instead of trying to get another 40-cent gain. This is what you have to keep in mind as an option writer. What is the best payoff for me for the next number of days that I'm prepared to sit on a position where the stock doesn't move? What's the deal here? If we have a dip, can I write a call a week further out from the one I have at a slightly higher strike price, which makes it even more juicy for me on any kind of a dip? Is that more money in my pocket? Can I build cash in my account today? Can I buy back at 60 and write at 120? Can I buy it at 60 and write at 140? Can I bring in more cash into my account in an overall red market? This is the secret. You only way to get richer is get more money in your account. Time to get more money. If you can bring more cash in your account, and this allows you to buy more stock that you're writing options on, great. If you bring more money into your account and that allows you to buy more in the money options, to write more options, great. If you can write options, bring in more cash, and buy stock to lower your cost average, win again. I mean, every single move you make could be a win-win move. And you have to analyze what the potential profit could be from here to 3 days from now, 4 days from now, 5 days from now, versus moving into a higher strike or higher valued contract with more time on it for more cash now, and what its depreciation could be in the same time frame. So in the next 4 or 5 days, this goes from 140 to 80 cents. That's a 60-cent gain. Over here, you can only make a 30-cent gain. Head over here, make the 60 cents. Let's go, baby, or more. Come on, make money. Aurora, thank you for being 154. Cindy B, and don't talk about the lines. Don't do that. Brian, I agree, but I don't know what kind of topping Uncle Bruce likes, so I just threw it out there. Splair called my bank. They're not allowed to give for free away more than 1 thumbs up. So, oh my gosh. Aaron Jelly, Vilms. I'm going to switch accounts to provide another as well. Alex, Alberto, safe travels to you. Dude, Alex is saying to Alberto, safe travels. Dude, sorry, yes, it's a $25 strike. 10-14 covered call. So it expires this Friday. I got $1.40. Pretty nice, I think. If it stays up, I'll roll it over. Exactly. Dude, you got nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing to worry about. Well done. 2607 up 72 cents. We're not going anywhere here. We're kind of topped out and we're kind of quiet. There it is. We've got the market right now down on the Dow. We're up just 2 points. We've given it all back. We're down 15 on S&P. We're down 87 now on NASDAQ. We're negative on the markets from positive here. Splair, sesame caramelization. Oh, man. JR, they were sold at 20.50 and are now worth 11.25 right now. Take the money and run. Alberto, Alex, thanks. Rock and roll, Alberto. Have a great trip out there, buddy. Amazon is up 17 cents. Tesla's up 36 cents. Twitter up $1.24. Apple down 127. GameStop 26.08 up 73. The high of the day 26.09. Is that the high of the day, or what? I'm trying to get my computers to line up here. One says the high of the day is 26.36. So I don't know what to believe today. It's goofy systems here, but I don't think we're going anywhere. Oh, yes. Okay. SoFi, 497.5. Rocket Lab, 420. HPQ, 2466, down 39. There you go. Opportunity knocks. What can I say? Oh, man. Headline. When will mortgage rates go down? They're at 7% right now. This might be the new normal. I think they're going to 8 to 9. I think we're going to go higher on mortgage rates, not lower. Even higher than now. Even higher. Putting more pressure on housing prices. Putting more pressure on mortgage seekers and all that kind of stuff. I have to make an adjustment on the on my curtain because you see what's happening here on my face here. You see this? I got the sun in my face, and this is not good to see things. So hang on a second. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. This is a lovely. This is gonna be a little easier to take. Here we go. Here we go. This is the. Every morning I notice. Every morning I do this later and later and later during the show, and of course every day the sun doesn't reach the same high arc that it did in July, June. Obviously, days are getting shorter, and so in this particular location, we're only here for a short period of time, so I won't be experiencing this through the entire winter. But it's becoming that time of year, don't we know? All the trees have turned color around here, and they don't last long in this colorful state. They quickly die off. The leaves, they just fall away.
It's a big time to go hiking. Everybody wants to go out
True.
into the mountains and see the colors.
That's true. Thank you, Auntie Jen, so much for them there bagels.
Toasted.
Toasted. Thank you so much. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Grape jelly. On Costco. Sesame seed bagels. Love it. Okay. $26.15 on GameStop right now. The high of 26.36 today. That's it. We're down 15 on the S&P. We're down 93 on NASDAQ. And the Dow's up 11.5. No, 9.8 points on the Dow. That's all the Dow is managing to do at the moment. Okay, everybody. Welcome to the party, pal. Nice to have you all here. Another fun day in paradise. Let me tell you guys, another fun day in paradise. Welcome to Canadians who are here today, who might be at work normally. It's Thanksgiving Monday. Thanks for hanging out with your buddy, Uncle Bruce. We're watching the markets here, first hour trading. It's a mixed bag. But unfortunately, for the longs, I don't see good times ahead for the long traders. We're about to get, I think, in the next few days and weeks, a lot of new downgrades, lower price targets for stocks, lower earnings estimates were going to come out. That's what I think is going to happen coming up. By the way, we have 192 thumbs ups, 8 away. Thank you, everybody. Just 8 more to get to 200. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to get... Dow 30, S&P 500, NASDAQ 100. So we're going to get downgrades. We're going to get the word about, estimated earnings. We're supposed to be so much per share. They're going to be 10% short, 15% short. And the next quarter worse because margins are tightening up for various companies in various sectors. The chip business is not doing well right now, which tells me that orders for items with chips installed in them are not coming in as expected either. That is the second wave of problems. If we begin to see a pullback on the number of new cars ordered, there's the next problem because the number of suppliers to the automotive business is in the thousands. Many public companies depend on the automotive sector to make their dough, whether it's in the building of the vehicles, the financing of the vehicles, the insuring of the vehicles, and the maintaining of vehicles. This is a huge, huge generator. We have the housing market in trouble in the U.S. The automotive business might be in trouble. The chip sector is in trouble globally as well. We got issues, and we have people out there who are not part of this channel. Remember, there are 206 of you here right now. That means there are at least 500 other people out there who are not watching. Those 500 people and all their friends, which are millions, are suffering badly. And there are people out there who cannot get raises from any employer ever because their employers are so dominant in their regions or in their areas that they have no bargaining power, or they're afraid to ask, or they're working for firms that are on a razor's edge of survival. And this is bad news because if people are finding that they have less discretionary income, they can barely cover the rent, utilities, food, they have nothing left. How can they spur the economy in any way, shape, or form? They can't. And so we unfortunately have around the world billions of people in this camp. And when the lowest of the low economically can't add to the economy's wealth, the chain effect is dramatic. And it takes a long time to get things going. Hmm. Headline in Barron's says sell Ford stock. This is according to an analyst. Losses are possible in a recession. Yeah, I believe that. I believe it. Cindy B has indicated to me that she is thumbs up number 195. Cindy, thank you. All 194 of you. Some of you hit 2 thumbs ups and 3. I thank you with multiple devices. Thank you to the 194 before Cindy already came in here as well. 196 now. 4 to go. And we got 200 thumbs ups again. Thank you on Thanksgiving Monday in Canada for helping me get to 200 thumbs ups. Monday, October the 10th, 2022. Only 4 thumbs ups needed, and we've got 200 thumbs ups. That is how great you guys are. I appreciate this so much. You have to know. Okay. What else is going on here? Lots of different comments coming out from various market participants out there. I'm showing the Dow up about 25, 26 points, but I've got S&P down 12, NASDAQ down 74, oil down 27 cents. I've got HBQ at 24.74 down 30 cents today, telling me that anyone that's written options on HBQ has got options that are much lower in value than what they wrote them for. I am sure of that. All of you must be rolling in gains on your contracts for HPQs, which means you can get ready to buy back and write again lower priced calls. GameStop 26.23, up 88 cents after reaching 26.50 just a few minutes ago. At the moment, that's what I'm showing there. SoFi 497 down 4, Rocket Lab down 13. AMC and Ape are combining for a 41-cent gain today. Still, though, they're trading at $8.93 combined value. Yuck. Matterport down 11 cents. ME down 13. Spire down 3. ATIP down a penny. Smart Rent up 2. That's what I got going over there right now. Amazon is up 47 cents. Tesla up $1.72. At the moment, ARKK is down 91. Interesting stuff. Watching a lot of different things here, as always. Congratulations to all of you who are earning nice returns on your option rights, whether you're getting dips in your stock or whether you're getting the depreciation values coming into you constantly as these calls continue to shrink out because they're out of the money and they're running out of time. Congratulations to Costco here in Calgary, they produce sesame seeds. They produce bagels with sesames on them, sesame seeds. They don't do this in California, not in Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage. But up here, they put the sesame seeds on here. And when you toast them up, oh boy, these seeds become that, they have that caramelized flavor as they get roasted in your toaster. Woo-hoo. Beautiful. Absolutely fabulous. Anyway, thank you. So nice. Tiff, do we assume, Bruce, that the majority of our SPACs, the ME, Spire, Rocket Lab, they will have good earnings and hopefully some up moves, or will they struggle at the market? Well, we know this much. We know that they are all growing their businesses. We know that they're sitting on cash, a bunch of cash. They have virtually no debt. They're growing their customer base. They're growing their subscription business. They're growing their entire operations, hiring additional people to handle more business. And as each quarter goes by, I think that they are making they're on the long positive road to success, in that while from one quarter to another quarter, they might announce that, yeah, we lost, 17 cents a share last quarter. We lost 18 cents this quarter. And you're going, oh gosh, they're losing even more money than before. But you look at the top line and you go, oh, well, their business was up 12%, or their gross sales are higher. And their expenses are higher because they're expanding their business. They're investing into growing their business. But I can't speak for any one of these guys, but I'll make a general comment. If you have a business that every week, every month, every quarter is generating more revenue on gross sales, you're selling more of your merchandise every week, every month, every quarter. You're growing your product line out. You're hiring more qualified people to handle the increased business and expand on it. Your customer list is of the highest caliber. It might be governments, it might be townships, municipalities, space agencies, whatever business you're in. You're the industry leader in your area, in your field. There comes a point in time, there will be a day, a week, a month, a moment where the company's expenses don't rise as fast as the company's revenues run. And the revenues outrun the expenses. And the margins begin to improve because of volume of business. This is the other secret to success, that a company might have a 15% gross profit margin when they do $1 million a month in sales. But at $2 million a month in sales, they have an 18% margin. At $3 million a month, they have a 23% profit margin. It keeps growing exponentially. And so what used to be an easy calculation where you go, oh, well, if they at 20% net profit, margins, if they can build their business up to so many millions a month, then they'll make a profit. No, profit comes sooner. It comes sooner than you think it does, because the net margins are growing faster in a percentage point of view for every dollar generated in additional revenues. So that next million that's coming in, instead of the gross margins being 22%, they're 27%. That's 20%, 7% on all the millions, not just the 1 million only. So if you go from 4 to 5 million and you raise your margins by 5%, you're bringing in 250,000 more profit, because all 5 million are at 27% net profit, not just the last million. The other thing that happens is the company announces, we didn't increase our sales by 1 million last quarter. We improved it by 5 million because we're now growing exponentially faster. That's why we hired all these people and built up our sales staff. And we're improving our margins by 5%. So we used to go up a million a month or a million every couple of months in gross sales. Now we're going up 5 million a month or 5 million a quarter with a higher margin each time. This is putting everything into hyperdrive. That is where the experts go, these guys are going to be profitable like next quarter or the quarter out. Like in 2 quarters, they're going to be turning profits at much higher margins, at much higher sales. And the next quarter after that, when they do turn the corner into profitability, the next quarter's profits could be unthinkable, 20 cents a share, 40 cents a share on a $3 stock for the quarter, not for the year, for the quarter. And at the rate they're growing, if we try to extrapolate the next 4 quarters forward from now, not only do they turn the corner into profitability, but they turn the profit into much higher profitability. And at a year from now, this company could be generating $1 a share profit, and it's a $4 stock, or it's a 117 stock about to generate 70 cents a year in profit. And then the year after that, they're going to make $1.80 in profit. The year after that, we're expecting $5 in profit. The exponential explosion of profits is kicking in. When you get to that level, these stocks take off now in anticipation of the future. This is what Amazon did for decades. This is what Microsoft used to do. This is what Cisco used to do. This is what NVIDIA was doing. These stocks were trading at 200 times earnings, 400 times estimated earnings, and up, because the growth curve of the earnings were getting to the point where it wasn't 10% more profit next quarter than last quarter. Now it was 80% more. And the quarter after that was 80% more again. It was like beyond computation because of these massive profit spreads. We're not quite there yet. We're close. TIFF, we're closer every week to this development happening. That is why you keep buying these guys and you keep acquiring them. You keep putting them in your account and put them away. Because when the turn happens, the train leaves the station in the middle of the night. And everybody wakes up the next day and goes, where's that train? It was here all the time. It wasn't moving. I want to get on that train. It's 5 stops down the highway, buddy. It's long down, way down. And you missed it. You missed it at 115. You missed it at 160. You missed it at 240. You thought it could only go to 270. It went to 470. You thought it would only go to $6. It went to $12. You thought it would only go to 18. It went to 23. This is what begins to happen. It happened with all the other winners over the years that we follow, where people were saying, oh, well, I bought it for $1.50. I sold it for $5, man. I don't want to be greedy. No, yes, you do want to be greedy. You want to be very greedy. This is your payoff. You can't think about being a 117 shareholder. You have to think about being a $27 shareholder, a $50 shareholder. You have to think in those terms. That's how the rich stay rich, because they don't have to sell on a quick move up. They can afford to ride a profit all the way up. And so you want to join that party. Can't wait for all of you to become option writers on all these stocks right here. Calling in $2 a contract for a 2-week call out of the money. I can't wait. Mirko, car sector in Germany is in trouble. VW isn't taking new orders right now because they can't deliver. Mercedes has a waiting time for a new car way over a year. Unheard of over here. JR, on a down day, they can bring in 20% profit in a matter of hours. Just buy back and set another position to watch the money come rolling in. JR, losses are possible. You think? Dude, Splair, my 2023 calls are 50 to 60% in the green since 2 weeks, and I can't buy them back. I'm learning patience is the hard way. While all bills are paid, feels horrible. But when I deposit now 3 times, I lose 135 euros in total. I don't know quite what this means. JR, how cool. Opened my other YouTube account, and now I have Uncle Bruce with a wicked delay effect, and he sounds like he's talking in a big cave. How cool is this? Lorraine, I'm in Georgia now. Ed, Uncle B, my first cover call I bought back in a panic and I lost. Now with your guidance, I sit and wait. I don't even sweat it anymore. It's so easy. Right on, Ed. Nasdaq and Bruce did not have relations with that sesame seed. JR, you be making me hungry, and I'm on my intermittent fasting time. Got to get some bagels when I go to Costco today. I'm afraid to think the gas price is going to be today. DQ, I am thumbs up 208, buddy. You're not even at 200 anymore. You're way over. 211 thumbs ups have come in. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Constantine, good morning. I thought the market was closed today. Coyote, Constantine, good morning. Dude, giddy up. Blair, can this BIBB stock hit back to 220 again in the next week or days? Possibly. I don't know for sure. The Toronto markets are closed. Canadian markets are closed, but everybody else is open. Welcome, everybody. Let's make money. Yeah, baby. The Dow's trying to get a run going. It's up 101. I don't think we're going anywhere. Oh, yeah. Uncle Bruce, are you good on thumbs ups? Should we click that button? You try to figure that out yourself. Dow's now only up 48 points, giving up ground quickly. Now it's up 21. Interesting on that Dow, up 18 now. Welcome all to the party. So much fun. Great to have you all here. So good. Let's take a look here at this, some other data here for the markets. 2606, 28, 2603 on GameStop. Dow is up 22, S&P down 12.8, Nasdaq down 82. Over on interest rates, the U.S.'s rates are 3.89% on the 10-year. Germany is at 2.3%. Italy 4.8%. Italy is in real trouble over there. The UK 4.5%. We know the problems they're having. On currencies, the euro is hovering around 97 to 97 and a half. We were as low as 96.7 or 8. The pound 110 on the pound, down about a half a penny, I guess, today. Drifting ever so slightly lower as the Bank of England will continue to step in to assist their long bond market and assist their pension funds, their private pension funds, public pension funds that are drowning and holding gobs of debt into the UK government. So the UK government, the Fed, Bank of England, is buying up bunches of UK bonds, long bonds. Noticing GameStop right now just dropping off here to 25.90. Just dropped about 15 cents in a hurry. Okay, GameStop backing up. let's see. Nazareth Ungress, could you just make the market go sideways today? That would be great. Thank you very much. There you go. JR, I just had my stinky bid fill on HPQ $25 strike, October 21 call position, sold at 115. I bought back at 72. A nice, cool $433 profit on 10 contracts. Nice stuff. When did you write those? And how many hours, how many business hours did it take to make that kind of money, by the way? I'm kind of curious. JR, time to rewrite. Tiff, yeah, I'm still hoping that our SPACs will be my ticket to full-time trading. Don't want to depend on my job any longer. Giddy up. I bet they will be, and if not sooner. And then you'll probably have enough time to buy or get away from that job. Both Slayer and Tiff are comparing notes. They want to be full-timers here, and why not? Why work for a living for other people when you don't have to? Exactly. 25.73 on GameStop. We're dropping here fast. Just went down from 26.36 in the last 40 minutes. 25.71. Zzz. Something tells me a few of you who wrote GameStop options this morning are smiling already. 25.70. Down it goes. $25.63. Zzz. $25.62. Pressure on GameStop shares here. Volume now 1 million volume on GameStop. 250,000 pre-split. There you go. Way to go, you guys. 25.55, 25.54 on GameStop. Backing up again. Still backing up. Just going straight off right now. Coming down, coming down. GameStop is coming down. I don't know why. There's obviously a seller that got a dump stock. It's what's happening. 25.52 at the moment. We're up 17 cents, and that's all. GameStop is up. It's now off basically looks like about $1 on the day. Let me just see if I've got this right. The high of 26.50, we're now 25.54, almost $1 loss in 40 minutes on the GameStop shares. Interesting. The Dow now is down 55 points. We were up 100 points 15 minutes ago. S&P down 23, NASDAQ down 120. It's definitely turning into a red market right now. Okay. Interesting stuff. Way to go, all of you guys who have written calls today on GameStop. You wrote 26s, 27s. The moment was given to you first thing this morning. The first 30 minutes, you had the opportunity to make your moves. And a number of you did. Well done. And now you're looking at way better moves here. Yeah, wow, big dump, says JR. It's backing off. There you go. And I am generously selling my puts for 99 cents. I bought them for 77. I got 20 contracts here. Taking a quick few bucks there from Christina. Nazareth, whole market is dumping. Stay straight down also. Nazareth, this should be the level for margin calls. So this could go down quickly now if it gets under 360 for the SPY. 25.48 on GameStop. We're under 25.50. The low of the day was 25.20 on the opening for a moment. So we're approaching the lows. Dow down 80 now. 130-point drop on NASDAQ. 1.2% on NASDAQ. The Dow is only off 0.27. The Dow needs to be off 5 times as much to catch up to the NASDAQ drop. That means the Dow would have to be down almost 400 points. Nick Splayer, I was out of it with a huge profit a long time ago, but I shorted it again. Thanks for letting me know. I just shorted 1,000 to 253.14. Nasdaq 360.25 for Spider right now. Hang on, folks. We're going lower. The S&P is at 3,614 points. 36.14 on the SPY. GameStop 25.42. 25.42 going lower on GameStop now, only up 7 cents. This back off is real, and it is picking up steam on all kinds of stuff right now. Don't know what to tell you. Don't know what it is, but it is definitely a market giving up ground. 1 hour and 10 cents into the day. Could it be European closing, perhaps? Rocket Lab is down 17. SoFi down 9. GameStop 25.43.44, up 8. We're on Matterport down 17, and 23andMe down 15 cents. Spire down a nickel. ATIP down 3. SmartRent up a penny. Sextera down 8.5 cents. Apple down 85 cents. Goldman down 2. Cisco down 21. Tesla down 71 cents. ARC down 131. We got Microsoft up 459. Now it's down 459 to 229.65. And this is the low of the year on Microsoft. This is the low of the year on Microsoft. 229.85. Yeah, this is the low trade for the year on Microsoft. I cannot emphasize that enough. This is a sell-off, kids. Going lower. Bed Bath Beyond down 15. Pfizer down 18. Hewlett Packard at 24.66, on moving into its low of the year here of 24.63. This is the low of the year on HPQ. Carvana 17.97, low of the year range. Alphabet 98.35, $2 away from the low of the year. Amazon 114.13, still $13 above the low of the year. Interesting stuff, kids. We got a number of stocks hitting lows, and it's accelerating on the downside. Okay, interesting how this market is reacting right now. We've got 218 thumbs ups. I thank you all again. I appreciate it. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, what time frame would you suggest to write new HPQ calls? Strike point. I write 10 contracts. I'm writing 10 of my leaps. I would be looking at like 2 weeks out, and I'd be trying to get a contract off around, like, I'll be trying to write 25s right now for 1 or 2 weeks out. That's what I'd be doing right now. Nick, no, I am not on Discord, but I will ask BB to get me in today. Beach Boy, there you go. What else is happening here? Microsoft 229.48 down 474. GameStop 25.51. Kind of hanging around down here now all of a sudden, but doesn't look all that great. I'll tell you that. It does not look great. The Dow is down 76. S&P down 24, NASDAQ down 123, oil up 33 cents. We're not moving much on oil here either way, but we seem to have stopped the big run up on oil. That seems to be over. 25.65 on GameStop, a little pop here, trying a little pop. We'll see if there's much to it. And oh my, what a morning. Really volatile, but you know what? Down 2 steps, up 1 step, down again on these markets, these big indexes, telling me I think we're going lower on these markets yet further. There's no support here yet. We're going to get a bunch of downgrades, kids. We've had hints already being thrown our way the last few months, but we're really going to see this. Okay. Nick, I've made a 12,570 profit made on my Netflix short. Nick, you are having a good day today, and I say keep it going. Keep it going. Make a bunch of dough, buddy. Make a bunch of dough. GameStop 25.66, up 31 cents. SoFi 493. Rocket Lab 419. HPQ down 32 to 24.72. AMC 677 is up 24 cents, but the apes are down 5.5. ME down 14 to 286. Matterport 364 down 17. ATIP 102 down 3 cents. SmartRent is up 1.5 cents to 241. Spire down 4 cents to 103. Cyxtera down 7 to 307. Bed Bath Beyond 530 down 12. Pfizer 42.14 down 18 cents. Boeing is still up 184 but dropping. Cisco is down 15. Home Depot down 129. Carvana down 140. Robinhood down 31. Vanik down 762 to 180.98. IBM is off 45 cents to 118.37. Microsoft down 454 to 229.70. Goldman unchanged and dropping right now. 301.08 right now, unchanged. Google down 112. Meta down is up 43 cents, but it's falling off. BlackBerry 435 down 23 cents. Royal Caribbean down 170 to 41.90. Targa's off 26 cents. JP Morgan off 7. Costco down 260. Walmart up 50 cents, but it's backing up. Nvidia down 580 and falling more. Disney down 165 to 95.50 and falling. Moderna up 527 to 124.59, trying a little rally here. We'll see if that's got any more oomph to it. American Airlines at 12.08 down 11. Netflix is up 270 but falling back now at 227 a share. It's falling off. DraftKings down $1.69. DKNG. Wow. There you go. We got stocks at very low levels for annual numbers, 52-week comparisons. The Dow off 74 now, S&P down 23, NASDAQ down 115. Down we go yet again. Yeah, there it is. Oh, silly Moderna, says DQ. Yeah, you don't mind. You know what to do. If it wants to go any higher, you'll do rollovers. Not a problem, DQ. Nick, thank you all. Hope you all are making a killing out there. Yes. 25.68 on GameStop. I think we might have topped out here. We might be backing off yet again. 494 on SoFi. 419 on Rocket Lab. Man, oh man. Yep. Watching a lot of different things happen simultaneously. The Spider SPYs right now at 360.58. So the battle of 360 went to the bulls for now. 336.15 is the number of the S&P 500, but the Dow is only down 67, where the Nasdaq's down 118. So this market has more to give up, from what I can see. DQ, it's all good. Congrats, Nick. James Burnaby Fishing is a new member of this channel. Welcome, James. JB has joined us as a YouTube member. I thank you. I'm not sure if James is a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member, or he's a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. Thank you, James. Welcome on board. Nice to have you here, and you get to use those knee emojis now. Welcome, James, from Brian. I need to delist some coffee, says DQ. Welcome, James, from DQ. Welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you here. Make a bunch of money with us if you like, because writing options is the way to go around here. I'll tell you, profits are just being hauled in here. We got some real interesting trades going on. We're down 25 on S&P, 123 on NASDAQ, 77-point drop on the Dow. Oil down 17 cents. Nick wants to know if Moderna mRNA is a good short at this point. I would not tinker with that one. That can jump $10 in a minute's notice. Nazareth, yes, Uncle B, it'll go lower, but I think it'll take a couple of days. The sell-off on Friday has people flush with cash, so today should hopefully be sideways while retail unwinds their positions. Constantine says, welcome to the family, James. DQ, Nick, not a good short right now. I wouldn't short Moderna. No way. Don't touch it. Amazon at 114.49, still dropping. Tesla 222, still off a little bit. Apple 139.62. Yeah. Let's see. If we break 360, it could go down fast as Nazareth on that SPY. Jimmy, 221, still trying to catch this live. Thanks, Jimmy, for being here. Nick, if not short, should I dabble on long? Again, Nick, this is such a volatile stock. I can't tell you second to second what's going to happen, man. I'd hate to see you get caught on the wrong side of a trade. DQ is doing the right thing. DQ is writing options on his because he's got capital to make back, and he is getting it back on contracts. But boy, this is playing with lightning, buddy. You're playing with lightning. You're probably better off going after stocks you know are overpriced, that you know are too high. Amazon is certainly one of them at 114.29. It's only off 27 cents. It's got $10 of downside to it. Maybe not today, but definitely in its near future or more, my opinion. But you got to be comfortable with what you're doing, and it's your call. It's your money. Where are we at here? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Boston health officials are worried about the levels of COVID in wastewater, and cases are falling again in New York and New Jersey. It's good to see COVID dropping, but there are still there's still signs here and there. There are pockets of this thing. Nasty, nasty virus. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah. I'm only long on Moderna from a bad naked put debacle, which DQ is working his way out of. We are guiding him through that. Amazon off 24, the Dow off 75, NASDAQ down 126, GameStop 25.66. Not coming back to 26 here. We might be in line for another pullback here. The Dow now down 84. And NASDAQ just went down to 131. So we're moving lower on these indexes again across the board. So that might affect some share prices going through here. 25.63 now on GameStop. Some stock seems to be coming in. All right, guys. Fun times. James Burnaby Fishing. I'm back as a member. I bought your class number 6 months ago. Watched it many times. My work is RE work is dead. And I wrote my first cover call contract this morning. I wrote 70 SoFi 550s for October 21st. I pulled in $700. Why work, James, for anybody when you can do this? That's good stuff. Nazareth 360 broken. 360953. Oh, mine. Let's see what happens now. Nick. I went from 117 to 124. I don't think it'll hold. I'm shorting it. Splair. All right. I wish you an enjoyable day. We'll read you all later. Jimmy Wilkes, James, RE Real Estate. Is that what you're in? Real estate? That might be pretty ugly. We're down 93 on the Dow. We're backing off right now. Down 30 on SP, down 143 on NASDAQ. We're backing up. Bobby Atkinson. Oh, my stink buyback hit on DKNG. How about that? Giddy up. Markets are falling. GameStop 25.60 now. It's slipping a little more coming in for sale. Interesting on this market, you guys. Interesting stuff. Let's give us one more roundup here. We got Rocket Lab down 17. We got SoFi down 8 cents to 493. GameStop 25.62 to 4. We're looking at Matterport down 20, 23andMe down 15. Spire is down to 102.5, down 4.5 cents. ATIP is down 3 cents to 102. SmartRent 240 unchanged. Cyxtera down 6 cents to 307.8. Apple down 74 to 135.35. Goldman up 30 cents. Cisco down 21. Tesla down 186. Arc Innovations down 142 to 36.11. That's $1 away from the low of the year. Microsoft at the low of the year 228.42 down 582. Bed Bath Beyond 523 down 19. Pfizer down 16 cents 42.16. HPQ 24.71 down 33. Carvana 17.73. This is the low of all time. or the low of the last year by far right now on Carvana, down 150. 250.30, up 112 on that takeover deal. $98 on Alphabet, down 129 now, 98.28. 114.07 down 50 cents on Amazon as we speak here. That is what's going on, everybody. These markets are under pressure. Under pressure. Do 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 do. Yes. Florida insurance rates have almost doubled over the last 5 years, yet insurance companies are still losing money, and the reason is more insidious than hurricanes. Interesting. Tough times at the OK Corral out there. That's what we've got, kids. Interesting market. Let's see. What else have we got here? JR, James Burnaby Fishing, welcome to the family and get ready to have your mind blown. Deuce Caboose. Brucey ate his Wheaties today, 10.55. He's still cranking. 60 is a new 30. James, reappraisal, so mortgage ties too. Splair. James, good work done. Keep it going here. You won't regret it. Boo. The Rugman firing up them engines. Voigt. Nick, I shorted 2,000 Moderna at 124. We'll cover it. Goes down $1 or $2. Touch grass. GameStop looking like the end of May here. Jimmy Wilkes, James, very nice. I'll be joining the options party here in the near future. DQ, Nick, hope it works for you. DQ is saying it's been liking this range for a while. A dip below 120 last week was abnormal. A DQ, this is a recovery from last week, not a run up. That's what we're watching on that one. DQ, the Dow Jones now is down 77 points with GameStop at 25.64, flatlining here the last 15, 20 minutes around 25.60, 65. Down 140 on NASDAQ right now, not doing great. That's what we've got, kids. Down 96 now on the Dow, falling again. A little further. We're at the lows of the day on the Dow, I think. This is kind of the lows, and this is nothing, obviously. Officially, the Dow, I guess, has been as low as 29,000. Is that correct? 142. I'm not 100% sure. No, 29,189. And we're right near the lows at the moment. So watch for that. All right. BIIB is dropping more, says Splair. There you go, kids. All right. Well, anyway, there you have it. I will take off for now. I will get back to you guys this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern. We'll be here together for the final hour of trading today. Join me tonight on my other channel, Traveling with Bruce, if you've got the guts. 8 o'clock for the big show. We'll talk about travel and what's going on out there. 7 o'clock on that channel if you're a member of that channel as well. But thank you all for being members of this channel, followers of this channel. Thank you. If you want to have a private session with me, let me know. And we'll try to book you in this Sunday for a session in 6 days from now. But otherwise, join me this afternoon, 3 o'clock. Come on by. Catch up with the final hour of trading. Let's see what this market is going to do. I hope you all haul in a bunch of cash here. Dude Face, thank you, dude, for this donation. Hey, this is great. Thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving. A little bit of turkey money. We appreciate that. Turkey and gravy, mashed potatoes. Enjoy the break from all of us, Uncle B. Thank you, Uncle B from Constantine. Have a green day, everybody. John Anderson, thanks, everybody. I'll join you guys this afternoon at 3 Eastern. For my final session with you here today. And let's see how much moolah you guys are going to haul in here on these swings. It's a beautiful thing, man. I love it when you guys are making money in the options market. It is just being handed to you. John Anderson, thank you, everybody. Nick, Boo, let's connect somehow. DQ, I'll try to see you all for the close. Right on, buddy. We'll be here and we'll make it happen. Okay, guys, have a great rest of the afternoon. I'll catch you today at 3 o'clock Eastern for the final bell. This is Bruce from Calgary saying happy Thanksgiving to my Canadian friends and to all of my American friends and my European friends and all my other friends around the planet. Thank you all for your support of this YouTuber, this aging homeless YouTuber. I'll see you later. Bye for now.